Hey, it's the crew from the Plan X podcast coming at you.
We bring the podcast to you.
I don't like that at all. No, sorry. That's just bad. That's terrible.
Yeah, I was trying to make it exactly what I imagined you didn't want to hear.
Yeah, I know you were. I can see it on
mission accomplished.
Yeah,
I got really happy.
You win right now. Shit.
Well, let's just go. We're doing something a little unusual today.
Well, after a company meeting, as it were.
Company.
James.
Down at the old stomping grounds.
At the old pub, the clubhouse.
We're a company in the same way that pirates operate a cruise ship.
Well, technically, yes, we are pirates.
Oh, yeah.
This is a pirate ship of a fucking show media group.
Not just because of the rum.
Not because of the drinking.
Although that's part of it.
I mean, Suds' scurvy might have something to do with it.
We gotta get you some lemons, man.
Yeah, and we need citrus, dude.
Bad news, I'm allergic to lemons, guys.
Oh, God.
Severe lemon allergy.
Oh.
Well, I'm not buying fucking tangerines, so you're on your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about grapefruit?
Yeah, I guess I can try that.
Alright.
I'll rub it all over my body, but I'm not eating them because they're disgusting, by the way.
You don't
That's
like
fine.
grapefruit?
No, I don't like that shit.
But the purpose of this podcast is to actually intro the fucking episode at one point.
Yes. All right. So, a few weeks back, it was a few weeks, right? I can't really recall.
I've lost all track of time.
Yeah, I feel like...
It was between 2 and 4 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's accurate.
Yeah, it makes sense. We did an episode with a returning guest about, what was the Prisoner Benda?
Yes, this was it's been referred to the alpha of Prisoner of Benda.
Yeah, episode 1.0, basically.
This is before we beta tested it.
Yeah. Well, there was no... I got a half hour through it, so...
We had to debug.
Anyhow, we recorded this episode, and for all accounts, we were more drunk than I think we've ever been for a show prior to recording.
It was definitely up there, like, of all of the whatever it was, like, over a year that we spent at the bar. I don't think we were ever this drunk for an episode.
We were never.
It's very surprising.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you have to think about it.
I mean, I think you're right, but it's surprising because the majority, or at least half of the, historically speaking, half of the time we've recorded this podcast, we did it in a bar. But yeah, we were way drunker.
And the worst part is none of us know how it happened.
No. Well, we did have that Colombian rum, didn't we?
That definitely played a part in it.
Yeah. The one shot I got, I knew in the back of my head. I was like, nah, this is over.
Yeah, it's not like we were chugging that. There wasn't much left. We all could just kind of like tried it.
But somehow it happened, and I, in editing the episode, realized what a colossal clusterfuck it was. And
it was so bad.
We made a group call that could not be the episode, but I guess as we've gone over talking to the listeners, apparently people want to hear it, so we're releasing it this week as a B-side. I don't know.
Do we want to say B-side?
A rarity.
Okay, alright, that works. I mean, we did re-record the episode. I believe Eric Tuttle was our guest for that one.
No. It was... Wasn't it? It was
Elise.
Oh, Elise. Oh, okay.
She loves that episode.
All right. Yeah, see, time has no meaning at this point.
Yeah.
So our actual review of Prisoner of Benda is, I believe, episode 96. But we're just releasing this as bonus content for all of you who, for some reason, wanted to listen to it.
You want to hear this debacle of it. You will not even make it as far as James or I made. James made it about 20 minutes. I made it 30 minutes. Suds didn't listen at all.
I have not attempted to yet.
No.
I don't know. I might. Well, I don't have access to it, but when this is on the Podbean or whatever, I might.
I feel like you should at least.
Take a listen.
Yeah, because there are some there are some major teaching points in that episode that we're actually, I think we're going to talk about here as well a little bit.
Well, the other purpose of this intro is we want to share some news with you guys about what is forthcoming with the show. If you've been following us for a while, you know that we have been doing this podcast weekly for approaching 2 years at this point, and
it's a lot of time for 3 grown men to be talking about a cartoon into microphones.
Well, 3 grown men with full-time jobs and
heavily
no money
on Saturday, heavily,
yeah.
And that is the one point that we are drunks. We need to come to that conclusion.
I feel like people are going to be pissed. They're going to be like, no, you just have to keep drinking all day, every Saturday.
Well, I mean, I think we will, but in a bit of a different context.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
What we want to let everyone know is we're still going to keep doing the show. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's not changing.
We are moving our schedule to bi-weekly for Planned Express, and using the interim weeks to start some of the other projects that we have been talking about for a while, or just came up with or started doing, but really have not been able to. As we mentioned, we've done this every week,
every Saturday for almost 2 years,
and that takes up a lot of fucking time.
It is very time consuming, and
between the recording, the editing, all that shit. But additionally, it's
plus we're all drunk by the end of the episode, so we're fucking useless for the rest of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
But we do also all have other projects and bands.
We have things going on outside of this podcast.
So that is just what we wanted to make all of you aware as far as we're not going away. We're just going to expand our catalog of shows a little bit and try to get some different content to you guys as well, which I guess we should also make mention. At some point, probably over the next month or so, we're going to try to start rebranding our host site and some of our social media to create the Shady Voices Network.
Yes.
So we will be able to post all of the shows and all of our content in one place, so that should make things simpler, whether that is Planet Express, old episodes of 16, some of our new shows, Stereo on the Radio, which should be out in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Which you should listen to, is a great show. Sat on one. I think how many have you recorded now?
We have 3 episodes canned so far. It's post-production is taking a little while right now. We're trying to iron everything out before it goes live, but that should be coming up soon.
When are those Every Dave episodes coming out?
I deleted them.
Oh, fuck.
Speaking of a waste of time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. That's why I deleted them. And I knew it would irritate Suds. Just a little bit.
I already knew it was a fucking waste of time, but now just even more so.
Well, you guys didn't push on further, so there was no reason to even have the 10 episodes that were fucking trash anyways.
There were some gems in there.
Oh, yeah, like when Sween showed up, those were the good episodes. Like, he was the objective observer for everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'll never hear it. Sorry.
Yep, until we re-record it.
Yeah, until we go back in.
Start over.
Yeah, we have to start at the beginning of the Dave Matthews catalog.
Oh my god, I'll fucking kill myself.
I don't know if David Nathanson will be down with that.
I mean, he's just sitting at home listening to the albums by himself right now. Of course he'll get together and do it.
Yeah, I was listening to it already when you called.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been prepared for weeks.
Do we have anything else that we need to let everyone else
what
know
else
about?
is in the Jones Diary?
The Jones Diary? Yeah. Is that what we're calling this?
Yes, it is a Jones Diary.
As we said, we are working on getting other shows up and running, but we also We would like to hear from you, everyone who has stuck with us this long. If there's any, you kind of know what we're about. Is there anything that you'd like us to discuss, or any type of show that you think we'd be good at? If you...
I'm sorry, Swen just tried to jump onto the table, but he did one of those things that you see on the internet where like a cat jumps and doesn't move, just like jumps in place.
Oh,
He
man.
slipped. I've never seen him do that. That was really fucking funny.
The studio mascot just biffed that fucking terribly.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
Welcome to Cat Talk.
Cat
Get in contact us. Email us at PlanXPodcast, or is that's not? No, that's the Twitter.
No, it's
Planet Express Pod is the email.
PlanetExpressPod at gmail.com
Or shadyvoices
at gmail.com.
Fair enough. Anything else?
Well, I think we should mention quickly that we do have some ideas for potential Patreon. But if you have any ideas, like if you would maybe want to consider becoming a subscriber, if we had a Patreon, if there's something specific that you would want to hear for that, we're open to other suggestions for that as well.
As always, we love to hear from you guys. I know it doesn't happen too often, except for on Twitter. Twitter, we seem to have a pretty decent following.
Twitter loves us.
Yeah, Twitter does love us. Well, at least for the Plan X pod.
Yes.
Shady Voices Media has been, well, under construction, we'll just say.
Sure it has.
Okay, I'm a lazy fuck. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. So
this is sort of the flagship show.
for now.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Got some up and comers here.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, all the news we have at this moment. But follow us on Twitter at PlanXPodcast. Follow the Plan Express Delivery Podcast Facebook page and Shady Voices Media on all of the things. And odds are on one of those we will post more news as it comes out.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
We'll post more news, or one of us will respond to any emails sent.
You got to follow everything to get the full picture.
Yeah, you just got to do it all. You know, just click.
It's going to be like a little puzzle, like 2 words are posted per account. And
Yeah.
if you want to figure out the full sentence, you're going to have to follow all of them.
So that being said, we'll bring it back to this disgraceful fucking episode.
Yeah. Welcome to the shitty show.
I don't even know what's in most of it. Like I said, I made it 20 minutes in. I don't know what's in the last half.
There is a whole bit about you looking like Clark Kent for maybe about 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, good.
I remember that. Plus,
Like an hour of you talking about being a carny.
Of me talking about being a carny, which was which we tried to recreate on the
I have no idea why we would do that.
Well, I think it was just natural that it would come up. I mean, there are carnies in the episode, and we had a little exclusive look into Dave's past life.
If you take nothing else away from this intro, Dave was a circus person.
I was.
Yeah.
Without the small hands and not smelling like cabbage.
Well,
I have giant hands.
Oh, but you're not disputing the cabbage smell.
Hey.
Okay.
I don't know what I smell like. Usually cigarettes and beer, so.
Yeah.
okay. Just thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yes, and enjoy this wonderful, wonderful episode.
Sure.
Okay. Did you ask him about the laugh?
Ask him how.
Like, were you like, has that always been your laugh? I remember you talking to him for like a minute.
Yeah, it was, can I record your laugh?
Yeah, but he was like, he looked at you and he was, what?
Well, I think originally you went over and were like recording, and you tried to tell him like a joke, so that he wouldn't.
It was
Yeah.
a terrible fucking joke too. Wasn't even good. Not as good as the, what's the one joke you told Sweeney? The arm swinging one, which we're not gonna do because that's like
yeah.
a 20 minute
You know
fucking joke.
the joke that I do. Yeah.
Were you there for that?
I was there.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
I'm
If
pretty
not, I was going to make James do it after the podcast.
I'm pretty sure everyone's heard it at this point. No, the one, because he did it, and I was trying to get him to laugh again, like, on record, so I could, like, record it. But the joke that I told, like you said, it wasn't good.
No, it was a
And
terrible
so-
joke. I heard it from across the bar, and I was like, no.
Dave, what
That's,
was it?
I can't remember. I just remember it being bad. That's it. I don't recall. You have bad jokes. You have bad jokes.
Yeah, I'm like a dad.
Yes. No. They're not even dad jokes.
Yeah, but that arm swinging man, like, that just reminds me of like The Moth by Norm Macdonald. Have you heard that joke?
Oh God.
It takes like 12-15 minutes to tell, and it's there's barely a punchline. It's so fucking funny.
Of course you love it.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald's the fucking best.
So can here. I'm recording at a little bit of a lower volume
Are
than we
we
usually.
not picking up as well as we should?
Well, I just want to make sure that everyone.
Check.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Sucrose.
Okay.
Sucrose.
Sucralose.
Red leather,
Aspartame.
yellow leather. Red leather.
Aspartame?
Syphilis.
Boner.
Sibilance.
Boner.
Sibilance.
All right, I think everyone's coming through pretty well.
All right.
Yeah. So what? I've not been doing an open for the show anymore.
No, we're winging it. That's what we do now.
Yeah.
I thought we were already like going.
Oh,
we
we're
technically
recording?
are. Yeah.
I thought you guys were just being nerds.
No, this is how
it's
we.
both.
Yeah, that too.
But if you want to, Dave, if you want to come in on welcome.
Oh, welcome to the Planet Express Delivery Podcast.
Well, not like that.
No,
Well,
that was
you told
that was
me
perfect.
All right,
That
well,
was
wait, all
perfect.
right, we'll start over. Okay, we'll try it
But
again. All right,
okay,
give me a
start
second.
over, but
All
don't
right.
cut any of this out.
And editing.
And editing. Welcome to the Planet Express Delivery Podcast. This is David,
Hi, this is James.
This is Suds.
and we have a returning guest.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Yeah, no, he's been on before.
What? When?
Oh,
Have you been on
Hi.
before?
my name's Lucas.
Yeah, well, we were gonna get to. Yeah.
Wait, have you been on the podcast before?
Yes.
Oh, I do not.
In the.
Okay.
Oh my God! Why am I the only one who remembers this shit?
Well,
All right,
James, you
look,
agreed. You didn't
guys,
you don't remember.
I don't
My name
remember.
is Lucas. They keep me in the basement.
Help! I'm in the basement.
We bring him out when we need a
Call
guest.
someone.
Wait, did you just say the name of my Wi-Fi that I can't remember the password of?
I
While I'm in the basement.
I don't understand. Why didn't you write it down?
I forget. Elise keeps telling me to send it to myself in an email.
Hang on, you
Don't
forget why you didn't write it down, or you just forget what it is?
Yes.
All those things.
Yes.
Good work.
So much editing. So much.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
since neither Suds and I can remember, when was the last time that you were on this show?
Yeah, what episode did you even do?
I think
Do
it
you
was
remember?
like season 1. Yeah.
He was in the beginning
Huh.
when we
Was
still
around.
recorded at the bar.
Oh, okay.
Well,
To be honest, I did finger gun my way out of it. Like when I was done, it was like, all right, later.
That seems to be how most people get out of talking to us.
Yeah,
No.
but for some reason, then there's also people that want to talk to us, but it's never people we want to be involved.
That's
Well, yeah.
fine, yeah.
It's usually like a crackhead or a
Or a-
cat.
Or a guy with a garbage bag full of VHS porn that he's
Look,
trying to sell us.
Did I not say crackhead already?
Can't
Oh, okay.
keep going with skinny Christopher Reeves sitting over here.
we have to talk about this. All right, so we're gonna take a picture later, so hopefully everyone will see it.
Sure.
I got it.
What, the blinding handsomeness that is coming out right now?
Nobody
Yes,
can
no,
get their
no,
words together
Yes
tonight.
and no. Yes and no aggressively at the same time.
It's everything I do.
No, we're getting a group picture, like the original, like everyone together. That's what's gonna happen. You
cool,
can
guys.
see
I'll
how.
take
Well, if James is
Thank
Christopher
you.
Reeves,
Thank you.
who's Lex Luthor? Was he in that movie?
Well, he's always doing a
First
land
one,
grab.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had a stupid chain that they put it on Superman. You guys no?
No.
Was that directed by
Superman?
Richard
Which-
Donner?
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure that it was
Yeah.
directed by Richard
How do you
Donner.
even know that?
I don't know.
You
I
don't
never,
know
I
any-
never, saw, I never saw it.
It was like a dumb chain. It was like stupid links. Like they were like 3-inch links. How did you guys never see this?
I'm sure I did see
Wait,
it
the
at
links
one
are
point.
on whose head?
Superman with Krypton.
Well, why didn't you just
Or
break
kryptonite,
free?
rather, at the bottom.
Kryptonite. His
Oh, well-
weakness.
Oh, shouldn't he be dead?
I'm just saying that like the chain was stupid. That was like half the joke of that movie. Was that like the chain was ridiculous. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna lay on the ground. Here's the green rock. Also, here's a chain that should not support itself. Come on.
It's been a long time since I've seen the movie.
Oh my god. You guys are bad nerds.
Well, I prefer Superman 4 if I'm just being honest.
You need to shut your stupid fucking face.
All right, so a lot of love for our guests coming out of the podcast right now.
This is
Look.
where we are. This is what we're doing.
4 with Nuclear Man was great.
You say that, but I'm still having a problem reconciling that whole thing.
Fingernails. Come on.
No.
Dude, what are you having a problem with right now?
It's the peak 80s bullshit. That's what it was.
Was this after Crisis on Infinite Earths?
No.
No.
Which one was Richard Pryor in?
He was
3.
in
Oh,
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the hacker one. That was.
That's when they were like, oh, you're really good at typing school in your secretary class. Now you can hack.
Wait, that was the plot of Superman 3? Somebody that was good at typing?
Literally.
Like Mavis Beacon teaches typing, they were good at that, and so they became a villain?
He rolled in to a secretary class being like, I'm trying to get like a government job, so I should learn how to type.
When I was in elementary school,
What
I was really good at math blasters. Do I all of a sudden get to be a fucking villain in a superhero movie?
What the fuck? Superman is boring as shit. The plot of the Superman movie is he tries to get a state job.
Okay, this is the funniest episode we've ever done, and also I think the drunkest that we've ever started an episode before.
Well, no shit.
We haven't even started the fucking episode.
Wait, are we not recording this?
No, we're
Of course
recording.
we're recording
Oh,
it.
okay.
We haven't even gotten into
Wait.
Futurama.
Oh, who cares
Oh,
about that stupid
That's
show?
what we're here for.
Okay,
Oh my
we need to
God.
just like at least break the fucking seal on this before we just get completely.
Can we get the synopsis?
Well, let's maybe start with the title of the ep.
Okay, all right, we'll do that first.
That would be a nice place to go.
Yeah.
So this is Prisoner of Benda, written by Ken Keeler, and the synopsis.
Oh, Ken Killer, one of the actual greats of the
Yep.
Futurama
One of
writers.
the
Our favorites.
smartest men living. I
Well,
wanna say.
and this episode,
dead.
This episode really proves that because of something that we'll get into later. But go ahead with your little improv.
Yeah. So,
Didn't mean to demean you by
The-
saying little improv.
I mean, you didn't demean me. If anything, you've insulted Ken Keeler.
Oh, okay.
You get your shit together.
Okay, sorry.
So, Bender has
Get your shit together.
Bender has plotted a heist to steal the crown jewels of Robo-Hungaria. But when the professor and Amy build a mind-switching machine, he comes up with a different plan to swap bodies with Amy in order to seduce his way past the guards. Meanwhile, the professor swaps bodies with Bender and runs away to join the circus. Also, Fry and Leela switch bodies into Zoidberg and the professor to repulse one another. Everything collides at the UN diplomatic convention.
I don't know how
When-
we're gonna make
when-
it through this.
When Bender... Hang on, we're almost done. When Bender in his invincible robo body shows up to defend the Robo Prince of Hungaria against his backstabbing brother and inspires a young child to become a diplomat.
Thank you, James.
That's how I'm going to wrap that up.
All right. Works for me.
That last line just felt like it really described like a I don't know, HBO series, like period piece.
Guys, can I, like, I get we don't hang out all the time, but can I be straight with you?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Go right ahead, man.
If I was a super attractive Asian woman, I would stay in that body.
If you were in the body of a Chinese Martian physicist, you would just stay there.
Is that what she is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I did
say that.
I mean, I went to school for physics, so I could do, like, one part of, what, 5?
Wait, I thought it was theology.
That was an under...
I mean, same thing.
All right.
Depending on which religion you
Whoa,
subscribe to.
whoa.
Do it.
All right, let's start off this episode with well, there's the news announcement of the Prince of Robo Hungaria is coming to New York.
Is it racist that they
Before you go
that
further, I'm
that-
gonna say yes.
that they categorize the Robo Hungarians as carnies?
Yeah,
Is it?
I'm like 40% sure of that.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, explain yourself, David Duke.
No, like, it's a cultural thing. Like, okay, so
I feel
we're in the U.S., right?
Allegedly.
I mean, I assume.
Ostensibly.
That's
Word on the street is.
for tax purposes.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
But, like, I've almost worked at carnivals before. That doesn't make me a carny.
Hang on. You don't just get breezed past. How do you almost work at a carnival?
Wait, did you like interview and they were like, no, you're not weird.
You're overqualified.
Yeah.
No, they didn't pay enough.
That was the only thing stopping you from a life of
Yeah, absolutely.
funnel cake vending.
Are you kidding me? Like,
What in the holy fuck? Good work.
Sorry.
look, going out and just, like...
What position
not-
were you applying for? Like Cannonball Man or
Oh,
Lion Tamer?
nothing that fancy.
Oh.
I promise. I was like the goldfish guy. That's what I was
Oh, okay.
going for.
Wait,
It was like $11 an hour.
were you like the game guy, like where you throw the ping pong balls into the?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, there's no glamour involved.
Is ephedrine acquirer. That's a position that exists in the carnival.
Drug acquirer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who worked in a carnival?
No.
And now, just joining us, our other host.
What are we talking about? I have.
No, Lucas applied. He was super stoked about working for the carnival, but they shut him down.
No, I worked in a carnival. I was the
What?
The bouncy.
Why do you have to one-up me all the
I'm
time?
not one-upping you. Look, it was
It's like,
actually,
I say something, and Dave's like, whoa!
So when I
and
was,
then I did
yeah,
this.
guess what? I did it. I ran the gyroscope, the thing they strap you into.
Gyroscope.
The gyroscope?
I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. I remember breaking it.
That's a
all.
gynecological tool.
I was just gonna make that joke. God damn it.
All right, I'm done.
No, explain yourself.
No, I was very young, and it was a very well-paying job. We'll just say.
How high on drugs were you?
Oh, very, very high. Very, very. You guys remember Chlorocedrin at all? It was like Robitussin, but in pill form.
Oh, robo tripping. Is
Yes.
that what you're doing?
Oh yeah, the whole fucking time. It was a
All
terrible.
glass.
It was a terrible. You got that thought.
AKA senior week when they had to like buy cards for phone time, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna call my mom, tell her I'm still alive." Yeah, mom, I can still put together words.
I'm good. No, it was a fun job as long as it lasted. Who wants to work around children for that long? I don't.
Wait. So hold on. What lasted longer, the job or you?
I lasted very long. The job.
Well, he's
did
still
not.
with us.
Yeah, I'm still.
Right. So why quit?
I got fired.
Wait, for what?
How do you get fired from Carnival?
There
That
is
is the most insane thing.
there is not enough
I'm pretty sure it's-
methamphetamine in the universe to get fired from the carnival.
And that is
Right.
the
Like they
answer
harbor
right there
drug
for
dealers
you.
and murderers.
I was that bad
They're
that
like,
I was
hey,
fired.
you haven't killed anybody yet. Sorry.
I think what it was is I broke one of the rides. I think that was the problem.
Oh wait, was that your fat era? Like you
What are you talking about? What the fuck?
you took a lunch break and went on the roller coaster and it got shut down.
No.
Look, all I'm saying is
Dave was so fat that the roller
I
coaster
just
got shut down.
Carney's don't fire people.
I was
I
fired.
refuse. I
Swear to God.
absolutely
Sir, I swear.
Were you just on too few of drugs that you couldn't keep up with the carny circuit?
I think I was past their point.
Let's
of
talk.
drug
Let's
use.
talk about the drugs that you were on, and then the drugs that they expect you to be on. All right, so you were high on weed. You were on acid.
Not acid. I was tripping on Corcedron.
Well, there's a problem.
Have you guys ever done Corcedron
No,
before?
Yeah.
no.
Have you ever robo-tripped before?
No, I never have.
All right, it's basically the same
Did
thing. Yeah,
It's horrible.
What's up, AT?
Exactly. You think, oh, this is gonna be okay. No, it's never okay. It's never
It's
good.
like moving through Jello.
Yeah, it's just a terrible situation. Every second is fucking horrible.
It's like every dream I have where I'm in a fight and I can't quite hit the person because it just goes.
I
too
know,
slow.
right? That's real. Okay.
Yeah.
That-
I feel less lonely now.
That is a Corcedron trip,
Oh.
and running a ride on that. Look, all I remember is I'm doing.
So wait,
the
you are in
gynecological
charge.
thing.
You are in charge of people's lives
Yes.
who are going on rides, and you are high as fuck on Corcedron.
Exactly.
Please tell me there was a faster button on the ride.
No.
You'd be like, no.
The one I
You're not
ran.
having
It
enough
seriously
fun.
was.
How many children died at your hand?
No kids had died in my hand, thank God.
No, they were
Well,
all
not at that
cages.
job.
I think that was more the produce section job I had. It was just handing out rotten produce for that much.
Oh, I thought
yeah.
you were like infecting it somehow.
I thought you
Yeah,
just...
no,
you-
disgusting. Okay, I just want to, for the record, Dave just made a jerking off motion as if he jerked off into the produce section.
I knew you were gonna catch it real quick.
you sexy pomegranates, you.
Oh God, this melon's just so big.
Oh, I love those big melons.
All right, so
This is a very weird start to our
we are
Futurama
not gonna
podcast.
finish this episode in any way. It's just us fucking bullshitting the whole time.
That's fine.
So
Wait.
have you seen?
Wait, did we watch a cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Wasn't this-
Shut up. You're the guest. Let us fucking tell you what
No,
to do.
he
Okay?
needs to
Look,
chime in.
you guys be angry at each other all you want.
Okay.
I will punch you in the mouth.
Well,
No, don't do that.
I was gonna offer hugs. Now I have to include James in those.
No,
No, we're good.
Yeah.
that is
Hey,
not
guys,
acceptable.
What were you gonna say?
All right, so have you ever seen? It's like a gyro. So it's like 3 or 4 rings, and you strap a person in the center, and then you spin the outside ring, and that moves the center rings, and they like spin around.
Keep going.
So this is the ride that I am running.
So wait, you spun people?
Yes, basically that's what I did. And there was like a thing on the side, and you fucking moved it, and that was what I'm like spinning this fucking thing.
Wait, like the wheel on Wheel of Fortune?
No, it's just the outside ring.
Was it engine
I was thinking
power?
Price of
No,
Price,
it is
physical
all
power?
physical power.
Because you were like aggressive about like you
Yes,
fucking moved
You move this thing. I am
How much could you
losing-
move this when you're high as fuck?
Because the
you probably
outside-
thought you were like really jacking that thing up.
I hope that's what it was.
It took you like 5 minutes to move it 6 inches.
It depends on the drug.
Okay, alright. Let's just level it out.
Oh please, thank you.
One bottle of Robitussin. How many people could you make happy?
This is not one. I had. Okay, so with course
Did you
featuring,
ever make anyone happy?
yeah, I'm pretty
In
sure
your
those
life?
kids were having a fucking fantastic time. What are you doing? Shut up. No, Suds, I can't.
We need to stop this conversation.
I want to finish my story first, and then we can move on.
Are you going to?
Yeah, but they keep interrupting me.
I actually feel like this is the best thing I've ever been involved with. I love this so much.
I am spinning this fucking gyro, tripping my fucking balls. So I'm just
like you're going for $1.
Don't
on
interrupt
The Price
him
is-
anymore.
Like you're going for $1 on The Price is White spinning the wheel.
The Price is White.
The Price is White, yes.
Yeah,
All of our
shut-
favorite
Please,
white
can
supremacist
you grab me a
game
beer?
show.
You
At
know,
least,
I
please.
actually had a dream about
Yeah.
Vanna White the
Thank
other
you.
day.
Oh my God!
Not
Please don't
good.
talk about it right now.
We'll get into that. Give it a second. So I'm spinning this fucking gyro thing, and I'm laughing my ass off because these kids are like losing their shit, like spinning around, like, oh my god, like that's so fun. I look off to my left, my buddy Kyle, who is on a bounce slide. It's one of those things you blow up.
Was he really there? Is this
Oh,
like
he
a
was
memory
No.
or is this a dream?
We used to
Also,
work
is
together.
he working the bounce slide, or
Yes.
is he just coming down the bounce slide?
He is working the
Oh.
bounce slide.
He is actually the bounce slide.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, that's what Dave thought. That's what Dave just
Well, at
pictures
the
his
time,
friend
I'm
as
just
a
like,
giant bounce slide.
What?
Side note, how does one work a bounce slide?
What you do is the kids come to
Like,
the top of the
can you-
slide, and you set them down. You set them on the slide. Kyle
Wait, is this one of those slides where you get like a sack that you get into?
No,
or...
it's just like a giant blow-up slide.
Okay.
So I turn and I see Kyle, and what you're supposed to do is I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
You're supposed to set the kid down on the slide.
So wait, your friend Kyle is in charge of like picking kids up and setting them on.
Yeah,
Alright.
put them onto the slide.
Meanwhile, what drugs are your friend Kyle on?
He is tripping on the same fucking shit, so we're both losing our minds. I turn, I see him picking children up and going, like throwing them down the slide. Sorry, James.
James is just like, I'm over it. No cartoons.
There's nothing I can do to course correct at this point.
we're off the rails, buddy. We'll get back there.
James,
Finish your fucking story.
One time
No,
you
we'll
had
get there.
fun right now because it's happening.
this is the moment. Enjoy it. I am fucking losing my shit. Lo and behold, did not notice there is a bar that stops the gyro. It's a fucking fork that is supposed to hold the 4 bars in place. I'm not paying attention to that.
You mean
And
the
it-
ride that you're running?
Yes. No, in no way was I paying any attention. It starts to slide down, and all I hear is, wham! And some child just starts fucking screaming.
Okay, so
I didn't
Side
kill
note,
anybody. It
out
didn't
of
hurt anyone. It just
all
stopped
of-
the ride immediately.
all of the horrific things that you just said.
Okay.
Are your fingers shorter for having worked in the carnival?
I think I was lucky because I was on drugs, and that seems to give me a step up. Like,
Vaccinate your kids.
make sure your children are safe, and make sure anyone who runs rides at any place you go to
And
is
also
not on drugs.
sterilize all carnies.
Also, never trust them.
Also, we're 20 minutes into the episode that we've not talked about Futurama at all about.
Do you guys remember Bender?
Alright, wasn't this a
He's
Futurama
cool.
podcast?
There is a cartoon, right?
It's me, the Fry!
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I
It's
feel
fine.
like
Let's
cool.
jump ahead to the middle of the episode. We already gave
Well,
a synopsis.
No,
we know.
no. Let's hear what's your first note?
Well, we've got the brain swapping machine is
Oh, sure.
probably the first thing. There's a professor line in here that I really like, which is science can't move forward without heaps.
Yeah.
Heaps of monkeys.
There's
Heaps
like
of dead rhesus monkeys.
Have you seen like the Futurama meme with the professor about heaps?
No.
It's pretty cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not help-
cool,
Not
yeah.
helping this situation.
What is the meme about heaps?
Oh, I don't know. It's just like on mostly on Reddit I've seen it, but like anytime like some science thing comes up, people will just post a picture of the professor being like it's the professor and then the word heaps.
That was so
That
funny.
sounds awful.
That was a
all
good
right.
story.
So
I think I should go to bed.
like the whole point of heaps is like they're not worthless. Like the professor jokes about it, but the idea is that like you can't get to like progressive science without actually experimenting first.
Sometimes you need to sacrifice a lot of rhesus monkeys to build a mind swapping machine.
I did it with 3.
You made it with 3?
No. It was a joke, but yeah. No.
I mean, 7 is
that was
the lowest
that was
number
the
that
point.
I got to.
Like heaps and heaps.
You're
like,
ruining the bit.
Like they threw it away with heaps and heaps, but the idea was that you can't do science without building on something that's not already there.
Sure.
All right, cool.
I mean, you just made a very smart point on the podcast where we just talked about doing drugs at the carnival for 20 minutes.
I've also drank too much.
You gotta give him a break, man. Look, that's what we do at this point.
Nobody gets a break.
Really?
Not how.
When everybody talks, I'm still trying to figure out how to high-five a microphone. It doesn't work.
It's all fine. So I guess we're sort of like jumping around a little bit here.
Well, we might as well just go with it at this point.
No,
I mean,
where are we at?
Well, let's talk about the original brain swap, which is the professor and Amy.
Okay, so I'm surprised they didn't have the theorem, which we are going to talk about at some point,
Yeah.
already figured out.
Well, towards the end, when we're even more drunk and can understand it even less, that's when we'll probably talk about it.
Yeah, I'm a genius when I'm.
I know you are, David.
Thank you, James.
I know.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Okay, so the whole episode was an exploration of the idea of Theseus' ship. Have you guys ever heard of this?
Say again.
Theseus?
Well, Theseus is
ship,
familiar to me,
Like-
but
or Grandfather's Axe is another thing it's called. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Say, like, I hand you an axe, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. This is yours now.
okay.
As you use it, the axe, the handle, starts to break away. It rots. So you make a new handle for it. As you're using it, the head, you split the head. Like you hit like a rock or something and break
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
So you have a new head on this handle. Is it still the same axe? Theseus' ship. Over time, if you replace every single piece of the ship, is it still the same ship or is it a different ship?
That is a well, the best way to think of it, I think that's perspective, if anything. Like,
Okay, well,
What
like,
a wonderful philosophical question you have
Yeah,
presented to
yeah.
us, sir.
What does Dr. Arthur Rectum have to say about it?
I wish I knew.
Oh, you
Should we call him
you
up?
should call him up.
just give him a ring.
Hello.
I'm not.
Hello.
Hey, doctor, we just have a quick question for you here.
You guys making fun of me right now?
Wait. Who are you trying to call?
This is Dr. Arthur Rectum.
Yes, this is he.
Oh, okay.
This is he,
Wait.
Dr. Arthur Rectum.
It's weird. It sounds like Stephen J. Nipple for some reason.
What? No, who's that? I don't have any idea.
I'm pretty sure that's your brother.
That's not. No, I don't talk to him anymore, so I would prefer to not.
Okay, well, Dr. Rectum, we have a question for you. If you have an axe that you split the handle of and replace it, and then later you split the head of and replace it, is it the same axe or is it a different axe?
Well, now this seems to be a very good philosophical question, sir. By the way,
Do you see how it didn't change?
No, I want to hear that.
first of all, who the fuck am I speaking with? Where did you get my number?
We just pulled it out of Yellow Pages.
Correct answer is not okay. Not okay.
What is your name, sir?
Oh, I'm James.
And what is your name? Because I can see you. You're on video chat. What is your name, sir?
Lewis.
Okay, so you got two act. Now all of a sudden you got seems like you got two.
Get your
axes.
shit straight.
It
Come
seems-
on.
Get your shit together.
No, we have one axe, but they're made from different parts. So is it the same axe?
Well,
that
you
we
asked
started
me
with?
questions, and now you're telling me the answer. Why don't you go fuck yourself, Dr. Arthur C. Rectum out.
All right, I think Dr. Arthur Rectum kind of schooled us on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
All of a sudden, his middle name is started with a C. I never heard that before.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's like Arthur C. Clarke, but
Arthur
Cunt
Rectum.
Rectum.
Arthur Cunt Rectum.
Yeah, I think that's his full name.
Oh, we are listening.
Like I said last time he was on.
So many listeners.
Finger guns. Other people will hear this.
Exactly.
Like I said, that the last time Arthur Rectum was on, Dr. Arthur Rectum, I hate myself.
Also, Futurama.
Yeah.
Get back
Also,
in
the show that we were supposedly talking
Keep
about.
going. Go.
Have they switched bodies yet? Are we even there?
Yeah, no, well, we
We're at, dude, I bid you a fond cowabunga.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna bring us back
That's the
in.
professor, right?
I will be the
Yeah.
serious one for the moment.
It's about time.
Yeah, I know, right? So yes, we've discovered the mind-changing machine or brain-changing.
I mean, did we discover it or did we just discuss it?
you
I mean,
have to
I
be
did. I don't know about the rest of
you
you.
son of a bitch.
Sorry, not trying to.
Let me
derail.
just throw a
Keep
wrench
going.
in the fucking
Keep going.
works here. But there is an earlier part that Bender sees a diplomat, or not diplomat, he's an emperor of a certain small nation. In,
Prince
I don't know.
of Robo-Hungaria.
Yeah, okay, thank you. He sees the crown, he's like, I need to steal this crown, but I need a chump.
Side
and a claw
note,
man.
I really liked the prince's mustache.
It was nice.
It was good.
I-
Well groomed.
I did really like the scene where Bender sort of like went through like every sort of person that he would need, and it referenced a specific person of the Planet Express crew,
Yeah.
but they were all seemingly busy. Like nobody wanted a part in this heist.
Well, no one was willing to be a chump for it.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense. Why
Like-
would you ever want to work with Bender in any way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Amy was over it. Zoidberg was set for life after his last score.
Was it eels?
Yeah, he just got a bucket of aquarium garbage.
Yeah, and he made a bow tie out of, or not a bow tie.
In Ascot.
Is that what we're?
Oh, was it an ascot?
I just
Okay.
figured a short scarf. Cause the way.
Oh
he
my
wrapped
god, no.
I like what I said better.
David, they're huge and like there's a gulf.
it. I'm about to be
between
schooled.
tie and scarf.
Well, what was he wearing then? I mean,
Oh.
what was it?
I'm so upset
The
that
way
you
he-
It was
thought
like-
they could be the same thing.
It was a
did.
tie.
It was like this.
Is
And I have a
it?
scarf on and nobody can see
Is
this.
it
Yeah,
weird?
this is terrible audio.
Okay. Is it weird that I want to take a day off and just dress you?
Just show me. I have wonderful fashion sense.
That's
Thank you
gonna
very
take
much,
more
sir.
than a day.
Yeah, well, maybe for you two jokers, but not me.
Look, you don't have to record it unless you want to. Wink, wink.
Dave, I mean, you're talking a lot of trash for somebody that's wearing sweatpants and a fucking.
They're
Yeah.
comfy, man.
an
Wait,
Adidas
he's wearing
windbreaker.
sweatpants?
hmm
Oh, I saw it earlier.
Yeah.
I also think the
Disgusting.
FUBU hoodie is a little bit much.
Yeah, it's gross.
Who doesn't love food?
So, on a scale of Cheerios to cornflakes, what do you eat in the morning?
Rice Krispies?
Like, how disappointed? Oh my God, Rice Krispies? Are you kidding me?
Whatever's in the fucking cupboard.
Oh.
What do you
because
mean
Dave-
whatever's in
Why
the
am I
cupboard?
here?
Because
right
David's
now.
mom buys him his
Oh,
food.
That is why,
no.
yes.
I feel like
Everyone, I live with my mother.
Yeah, they all know. We've talked about it.
Yeah, we
many
have
times.
talked about it several times.
This is
everyone,
why we
David's
host a
mother
podcast
is a human,
instead of being successful.
beautiful human being.
She is. She is a saint.
Hey, I have a serious question. Did I imagine this, or did your mom go on vacation recently?
She went to Punta Cana.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't imagining that.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna.
Oh, okay.
Do you follow
Just
his
a heads
mom
up.
on
I'm gonna
Facebook
bring
or
some of the
something?
rum she brought me over, so we can enjoy.
Wait, where Punta Cana?
It's it's
What's
like
that?
a Caribbean island, as far as I know. I didn't look it up. I wasn't concerned. I was just happy to.
A Caribbean.
Eat Rice Krispies without judging eyes.
No,
not
on those
Caribbean.
days I go to McDonald's and get bacon, egg, and cheese. It's spectacular.
Hey, can I just... I went to McDonald's the other day.
Steak, egg, and cheese.
No.
James, this podcast is not going to end the way you think it is.
I've never anticipated that it is.
Can I tell you guys a story? And I actually have photographs that we can post on the Twitter or whatever. So I went to McDonald's and I got the classic chicken sandwich, which is $3 on the $1, $2, $3 menu.
I don't even know what that is.
It
Is
looks-
it classic?
Oh,
Or
wow,
is it just a
supposedly
chicken
it looked
sandwich?
so good on the menu.
McDonald's, send us money.
Where's that McDonald's check?
It looked so good on the menu. And then when I got it and I ate it, it looked like a rubbery piece of garbage.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna I actually think I'm gonna like post it to the Doughboys because I think they'll talk about it.
Have you not eaten McDonald's before?
I have, but it's been a long time.
That's everything that you've
Yeah,
ever gotten
it should
from
be.
there. It's awful.
No, I like a Big Mac
Bombshell.
from time to time. If I'm being honest, I do. I like a Big Mac. Or
No, McDonald's can suck all of the dicks. It's awful.
I like Big Macs.
James, how far are we?
We're like fucking 35 minutes in.
Cigarette break?
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, let's get some of this episode
Okay,
done before we fucking go out.
Hang on real quick, David. Look at this. So,
Jesus Christ.
look, I know that this is not a very good visual medium. Just like
We're on a podcast.
But
What do
you-
you mean this is,
Alright.
this is
I
a
just-
non-visual
I just-
medium?
Okay, but
Microphone,
but
I'm
just,
talking to just you
But just
and you
watch,
alone.
or listen to his.
Hold up.
response.
They're really good people. They're
Look,
not terrible.
This is how that
we
chicken
just drank
sandwich
too
is
much.
advertised.
Keep going. Do what
Look,
you
do
do.
you see that?
Record.
That's what I got.
He does have a point. If
Look,
everyone has
that's
to
what
have
they
a-
advertise it as.
What the?
And that's what I got.
Why are you looking at pictures? Of
Why are you surprised
advertisements?
by that?
You should get a chicken sandwich and be like, thank God it's edible.
It barely was.
Listeners,
Ugh.
microphone, I'm sorry for this debacle. It's on.
No. That's on you. You should anticipate anytime you order fast food that it should look like a fucking deflated blimp.
Well, it depends where you go.
No, it doesn't. No.
It does.
Ooh.
Yes, it does. Are you
Wait,
going
wait.
to? Are you going to Wendy's?
What do you guys say?
Because then you're
Okay.
getting like 5 out of 5.
All
No,
right, guys.
anywhere looks like a pile of deflated gray
Hey,
rubber.
You two jokers. Let our
How
fucking
do
Gus
you-
tack.
Hi, I'm a guest.
Hi.
Oh,
How do you guys
our
feel-
guest, our guest has the floor.
How do you feel about starting a weekly lottery? Everybody puts $10 in. We go and get a Whopper. Whoever's it looks more like the picture gets all the money.
Ooh.
No.
You don't have to eat it. You just gotta participate.
Because we all lose. We'll have to give the money straight back to Wendy's.
It's like $40 right there. No, everybody has
Whoppers
to buy
are from
their sandwich.
or from Burger King, you idiot.
Even worse.
They're cheap.
They're flame broiled. Don't you know?
Sure they are.
nice. Oh, nice one, Lucas.
All right, no. We need to
Lucas
actually
just drank
talk
his beer and spilled half of it.
about
No, it's some 15-year-old kid went back and warmed it up against his dick for like 8 minutes, and that's what he's serving you.
You have gone to a very different Burger King than I
a very
have.
dark Burger King, apparently.
I grew up in Baltimore. It's a different thing.
You grew up in fucking Bel Air, one exit across the border, you asshole.
Oh my god. I don't want to be here for the slap fight.
Exit
It'll be
31 on
You monster! You
exit,
monster!
Exit 31 on 83 South from Harrisburg.
If anyone else heard that, go visit my parents. They're very lonely.
Back onto the episode.
Okay.
It's no.
Back on the episode.
Also, there
No,
are
no.
microphones.
Smoke
What are we
break.
doing?
Let's end this. Let's go.
Okay, can we take it? We should take
We're
it.
taking it. All right, we'll be right back.
We'll
after
be
these
back with
messages.
the other 90% of this episode.
We'll be back with the other 95% of this episode.
We may not be back with
Shut up!
95%.
I am sorry.
No, that's not you.
Hang on, let me
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys
hit
are
record.
aware, but there's a deal. So I prefer push brooms to normal brooms. And you're like, get the fuck out of my house.
Okay, I'll
That's-
remember that.
That's a good thing to come in on. I like it. Can we at least? All right, so let's at least talk about the one thing that that you guys made me pull up on my phone.
Oh, the Futurama
Was it
theorem.
the show
Yeah.
we watched?
Other than that, because we're not gonna. I feel like we're. Like,
Are we still talking about this?
Yeah, we're doing this. All right, so I can't read this.
It was a really good episode. Okay. Like,
We're not at the
I'm-
Slurmies yet. Hang
We
on.
barely talked about this episode. We can't.
Well, let's bullshit about the
Yeah, but-
episode for a second.
Well, wait. Do you want to hear what the
Yes.
episode is like? Pretty much about.
Well, before we get to that, let's explain why there is a Futurama theorem.
okay, sure.
And that has to
Yeah.
do with the
Well-
mind switching.
Well, we've talked about this a couple of times before, and Ken Keeler, who wrote this episode, is actually a mathematics professor. But what we're
Well,
going
he
what-
holds a PhD in applied mathematics.
What does that mean?
like, well, let's discount this.
So fuck his school. It doesn't matter. He's a writer. But yeah, Ken Keeler actually came up with a theorem that Mike, you have the specifics on, right?
Yeah, it was the first known theorem to be created for a television show. Dave, your phone shut off and I don't know the password. What? No, just tell me your password, bro.
Password.
What's your password there, bro?
I mean, just put it out there.
Say it while we're recording.
Yeah, while we're recording? No, that's all right. Thank you very much.
So,
And it's
okay.
case sensitive too.
It always is.
The theorem proves that regardless of how many mind switches between two bodies have been made, they can still all be restored to their original bodies using only 2 extra people, provided these 2 people have not had any mind switches prior, assuming 2 people cannot switch minds back with each other after their original switch. I read it and I don't understand it.
It's
not. That's.
it's perfectly simple.
Applied mathematics right
Wait,
there. That's
I mean,
what it
okay.
Wait, did
so-
I just hear Matt Groening say that it was incredibly simple? What does Matt Groening have to say
I
about
thought it
this?
was-
Well, let's call him up.
Okay.
is. Beep boop boop beep boop.
Beep boop boop. Beep boop boop. Boop.
Ring. Ring.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Groening.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Mike. I'm just like on this podcast. We've called you many times.
Oh, god damn it, it's you guys again.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Groening, do you remember that show Futurama?
Part of the episode, buddy. Just fucking roll with it.
Do you
Who
remember?
the hell is that?
Okay, that's my weird uncle. He's in the background. Hey,
Tell
This
him he
is what
sucks.
happens before digital lines. Everybody could hear everybody.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Mr. Groening, just focus, please. Do you remember Futurama?
Of course, that was the one about the sassy robot.
Wait,
Yes,
is
yes,
David
you're
X. Cohen with you?
David's not here right now. He's in the basement.
What does
with
the
his...
X stand for?
I have no idea.
The X stands for execution.
Okay,
how do you
Mr.
know
Green,
that?
please focus if you could.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so you do remember Futurama? Hey,
Sure.
do you remember that Futurama theorem?
Oh yeah, that was the one that that guy. What's the Keeler guy?
Harrison?
I fired him so hard.
Did you ever have dinner with him and his family? Why did you feel bad when you told him to go home and not have an income anymore? Or?
Not at all. They took me to Red Lobster. It was a real easy decision to make.
Okay. Well, hey, what's the deal with that Futurama theorem?
Oh, well, the Futurama theorem, it basically states that with 2 extra bodies, you can switch as many minds as you want as long as you have 2 extra vessels for storage.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that explanation.
Cool. Finger gun.
Really? That's it?
Oh, well, hey, no, that's not it. What's your favorite?
You called me up just for that?
What's your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich?
Yeah.
If you say anything but a Reuben, I'm gonna be angry.
It's a Hertz.
A Hertz what?
A Hertz donut?
Oh, fuck you, Mr. Crane.
Oh, no, fuck you. You assholes are so sued.
Can we use your logo?
Yeah, I suppose you could.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Crane, sir.
Go to hell. Bart Simpson out. I guess he hung up on us now.
Weird. Why didn't you have any questions for him, James?
You know what? I got nervous.
Oh, okay.
I'm such a huge fan. I can't.
I forget why we were even calling him.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the Futurama theorem.
What's that?
Hell if I know.
Okay, well, you want to take a smoke break?
I mean, you guys do know there's legitimately an equation for how many people you can know.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah. They defined it, and we're just too dumb to understand what it means.
Well, you're speaking for yourself and perhaps for me as well, and I would accept that. But perhaps Lucas has a better explanation of the Futurama theorem. Lucas, go. Tell us about that theorem.
What? I got nothing.
It's a very Oprah.
I was not even
cadence
talking
to
about
that.
the theorem.
Tell us about that theorem.
A theorem for you.
Check under your
A
chair.
theorem
Check
for
under
you.
your
You get a theorem, and you get a theorem.
Oh my god, I would be on that show so hard. Right now. Oh.
Did you guys hear that Oprah will run for president?
No,
if God,
no, she
not
won't.
If God tells her.
She literally said, I'm not going to run for
No.
president.
After that, she said if God tells her to, then she will.
Tell God to shut up.
Maybe you should call God up.
All right. Are you?
No.
I'm
Well,
just gonna call Patricia.
You call God.
All right. I'm ringing God right now. Hang on. It's an 800 number, so I'm gonna have to.
Okay, well, type it up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have it on vibrate, so it's.
Finger gun.
Hello, God. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. James here. Yes, thank you for the finger guns. So we just we did a quick question.
Wait. You just get right into it? God, are you familiar with this man named James? Or
Yeah, we've
course.
spoken before.
have you watched his life?
I am familiar with everyone.
Do you know that he looks like Clark Kent?
Yes.
Oh.
I made him that way.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
yeah,
adorable.
Of course. Okay.
We've gone over this before.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys had such a close relationship.
Were I not omnipotent without form, I would take a finger and tuck that S curl out of his eyes.
Okay, well, James, go ahead and ask your question to God.
All right, God. So we just got into
What
a little
do
bit
you
of
want?
a dispute here about is Oprah gonna run for president in 2020?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
You are not God, David.
All right, look, other God.
Wait, there's another God?
Of course. There's multiples. Oh my
Nobody
God.
told me this.
Wait,
Are you coming to the cookout?
Wait,
All right, who
Barbecue.
invited Ganesh?
Don't worry about it.
wait, gods have like a family reunion situation?
Well, yeah, there's God, and then there's Jew God, and then there's Ganesha, and
I legitimately think Jew God one of my favorite things I've heard. Months. I would just, oh my God, Jew God. Hey, I'm not God. Please stop listening. If you're still hearing this, run. Call for help.
I have a very different God than all of you. I call my guy Glenn. So
Is Glenn a
Glenn?
good guy?
yeah,
Glenn?
he supersedes a lot of shit. It's pretty nice.
Wait, I'm confused. Weren't you asking God, actual God, a question?
Oh no, I hung up on him way long ago. I need to talk to God.
James, how far are we in?
Oh, we're like fucking 14 seconds into this
I'm
episode.
not talking about the episode. I meant the recording.
Well over an hour.
Well, who cares? What are you talking about?
I legitimately listen to a podcast that's like 8 hours every week.
We could
What
do
podcast is 8 hours?
It's about comic books.
Oh my God, you're a fucking nerd.
Yeah, that's
I
right, boy.
No, I didn't mean to cheers you. I did it just based on like
Son,
solidarity. I didn't mean to do that.
You are on a podcast about Futurama.
It's not supposed to be 8 hours long. It's about to be, but it's not supposed
You
to
are
be.
just as much a nerd as everyone else in this book. Look, you might be the
This is
worst.
pretend God. Run. Run.
Wait, I'm the worst. What?
You're a big old nerd.
What did pretend God say to you people?
You know,
I want to know.
I had a really big, big dream last night where I couldn't find my shoes. And that sounds really dumb.
It is.
It was super. It was super epic in the dream. Like, I was like walking around. I was like walking up to the neighbors being like, hey, have you seen my shoes? And they're like, nope. I'm like, alright. I'll keep going.
Wait, did you go to the next neighbors? What did they say?
It was a weird dream.
What did the next neighbors say?
No. I did get offered a popsicle at one of the houses.
We are never gonna end this night.
I feel like this is one of the most important episodes, but I don't actually give a fuck if we actually talk about it. I don't care.
Okay, alright.
The culmination of all our Futurama podcasts has run into this.
I'm gonna pull it all in for 5 seconds. It was a really cool episode.
It really was.
No, we're not there yet. We have to get through everything. Look, I get that you want to like give your
I'm
opinion
just trying to
because
unload
we're seemingly
so
not
we can
ever
talk
gonna,
about me.
we're seemingly not ever gonna get there. No, let's talk about you and forever, and then eventually we'll talk about what we rate the episode. But I don't care how much we talk about the actual episode.
It was pretty good. Watch it.
I kind of want to hear more about your dream.
I can't find my shoes.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yes, it was.
Like, in the dream, I ended up cooking dinner for a bunch of people. Like, we actually talked about this. I
feel like that is what is going on. You cooked a bunch of soup for us.
Dear,
Do you still
dear
have your shoes
microphone.
on?
Everyone is losing their minds. I never don't have lucid dreams. Like, I never have a dream where I'm not like, oh, it's a dream. Cool. Neat. Let's see what happens. So,
Well, then why couldn't you find your fucking shoes?
Right.
Here we are.
So,
Because they didn't exist in the dream.
like, I can't
Michael.
invent shoes. I can
Suds.
just sort of move within that dream. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go walking around. And then I was talking
Barefoot.
to neighbors. And they had a nice...
You were barefoot? Okay.
Yeah, no, honestly, once summer hits, I'm always barefoot.
Actually, I know that about
Yeah,
you.
no.
That's true. Yeah.
Fair
That is
enough.
true. Lucas is always barefoot.
In any case. So, yeah. I made soup in a neighbor's kitchen that doesn't exist and I will never go to.
But then you also did make actual soup.
You made soup.
I did make soup to feed you fucking assholes.
That was a mistake.
I think it was. Yeah, no.
No, that will be. Well, I think I was just planning to have a special segment at the end of the episode.
Where we eat soup?
Yes.
I honestly
Yeah.
made yogurt last night for you guys, but I didn't make enough, so I ended up having to use it. So
That's. I think we're fine with it. Look, this is. I have no words for this.
Well, then let's just talk about the fucking episode.
Thank you for this.
well, in case you guys are bored, there was a cartoon.
Anyways,
What's that
you guys heard about the show Futurama?
So wait, what happened next?
So Fry and Leela have both switched bodies to
So Fry's in
Fry's in Zoidberg's body.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
can we talk about that?
Yeah.
You had, what did you have marked down? Restaurant sex, correct?
I did write down restaurant sex.
I'm not so concerned about that. It's the other things that Fry does in Zoidberg's body that always make me kind of...
How's that?
The fucking weird shit on the side of his head, and then the parasite that comes out of his
the little
mouth.
alien mouth. Yeah.
It's not a parasite. Are
Is
you
that a crustacean type
are
thing?
you racist against Fry?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's happening?
No.
Or Zoidberg?
I'm just saying, it's very weird.
Look.
He's got dangly things that come out of his armpits.
Oh.
Very strange.
Yeah, no, that's
What?
weird.
You don't like armpit worms? Like you're anti-armpit worm.
Can we ask the peanut gallery about
Wait,
armpit
that's
worms?
If that's what you wanted. to do.
that's your issue
Elise,
with that?
armpit worms.
For it.
Okay, all right, you're okay
Perfect.
with that?
Lauren?
Against.
Whoa,
What?
shit!
Ah,
Oh,
two.
cat fight.
Want to hear their argument?
Alright, side note, I'm a guest. I might die tonight. There are two people not recording watching this. Ask them. Ask them.
They are currently wrestling in oil.
Yeah.
So.
Can we just make this even worse of a description than it needs to be?
No, I don't think we did.
No, I think we've hit the peak of terrible.
I mean, I think it's worse that Leela is occupying the body of an 18th century old relative of
180
Fry.
years. Wait, he does mention that. Too.
Okay, so, does Fry, with a few asterisks, F himself?
Well, he did.
I mean, he did do the nasty and the pasty.
He did, yeah.
Right?
Well, oh god. Okay, I'm
Are
It's
you
cool,
okay?
man.
No, I'm dying.
Should I
Roll
give you
your
the
beer.
Heimlich?
Somebody
Do you want
punch
a
him.
hug? A really aggressive hug?
No,
From behind.
I do not need a hug.
Wink, wink.
Right
from
now.
behind.
From behind.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is, I'm a really, really good big spoon.
I do like a big spoon. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Very warm. Feels good.
You know,
Keep going, keep going.
half of the things that you guys are saying I just look at Elise and she's like, what is going on? That's what makes me laugh.
I can see it vaguely behind James, but I'm just like, let's just keep rolling with it.
No,
We got
see,
this.
Elise is completely to the back of me, but Elise, Little Spoon is the best, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
You mean you like to be the little spoon?
I do.
Okay, alright.
Everyone likes to be the Little Spoon.
You don't jetpack suds?
Well, I'm not
Well, once in a while,
I'm not
yeah.
saying I never jet.
I like that, that
But I've
description.
never heard that term in my life.
I never
No,
have
You just gotta loop around him.
I would assume there are more terrestrial ways to say that, but
I like jetpack. That goes perfectly with our podcast. We should have jetpacks right now, goddammit.
Look, all I'm saying is, it's, cuddle from behind.
I enjoy both, but if I had to pick one,
I'd like to be the little spoon.
I enjoy the little. Yeah.
So you like getting jetpacked.
I enjoy getting jet.
And this is turning into more. We just fucking went off. What the fuck?
hashtag jetpacked.
Wait, what? Are we? Did you just say, are we gonna release this?
This is being put on the fuck. I don't care.
This is probably the
fucking
drunkest that
hilarious.
we've been for a podcast in a
Why
long
are you
time.
angry about it?
I'm not angry about it. It's hilarious.
Look, it was a good episode. That's all I got.
Alright, well, since we...
So,
Lucas has tried to go straight to Slurmies like 5 times now.
You guys do your show, whatever.
Let's do
Don't care. It was a good episode.
Let's do a nice little wrap up where we talk about the episode for like.
Here, let's scrub through a few of these things.
All right, yeah.
Oh yeah, let's just go ahead and scrub through them.
First of all, we did not talk about Wash Bucket.
Oh.
Yeah, this actually kind of this ruins our Twitter poll that we usually have each week, which is where was Scruffy during
This
this
is
episode?
one of the, and oddly, it's funny, but an oddly heartstringy scene with Scruffy and a fucking bucket of fetid water.
Well, wait, who is in the mind of Wash Bucket at that point?
The prince is in Wash Bucket, but Wash Bucket is in Amy.
Wash Bucket is in Amy. Yes.
Well, no, we've kind of been rolling to this episode. We've made references to Wash Bucket and Scruffy for the past year and a half. And as soon as I saw what was coming up, I'm like, oh, well, we're definitely going to talk. Obviously, we're not talking about it. We probably won't talk about it too
We probably
much.
won't talk about it much.
Yeah,
I mean, it's only the episode we're doing, but we probably won't talk about it
At
much.
this point, we're like, all right.
Next week.
Yeah.
It'll come back up. No, next week it'll be like, so, listeners, do you remember how drunk we were? We're not going to do that again.
No, I think we should do this.
Oh my God. Do we even have a guest?
Nope.
All right, we'll talk about that later. Continue.
What do you mean continue? I already gave you the fucking point.
Wait, hey, James, continue, please.
No, you continue.
No, you continue.
No, you continue.
These two dipshits.
While they're doing this, Mike and I are gonna high five.
What? You said Mike and then you high-fived David.
Oh.
You fucking idiot.
Also, Mike hates me.
Well, now I feel like you're...
Low five?
I feel like you don't like me as much because you said Mike, but you high-fived him, and now I feel really bad.
Well, he said Mike, so he was referencing you.
But he was
I just
looking into your
gave
eyes.
him.
No, he was...
Yeah, wait. You don't look into his eyes?
I try not to.
Why not?
Yeah. They'll hypnotize you.
So
I don't want to be sucked into that carny world. No.
Small
Oh,
hands
that's right.
Smell like cabbage.
You're
Yeah.
literally forever dirty. You worked at carnivals.
And he got fucking
You can
fired.
never be clean.
He got fired from being a carny.
Okay, alright, so listeners, has anyone ever been fired from being a carny?
No. No one besides you has ever been fired from being a carny.
Actually,
No,
I think
just
that might
Just
be a fucking
warm
first.
body. have a job.
How is this possible? Am I like the worst?
You're that bad.
Hey, listeners, if you've ever been fired from being a carny,
You're gonna get like one call.
hashtag Carno. If you've ever had a job as a carny,
Carnival.
if you've ever had a job as a carny,
You're seriously gonna do this?
if you've ever had a job as a carny and it lasted multiple years and you left of your own accord, then hashtag Carn yes. At Planet Express Pod. Hashtag us.
Hashtag.
I think James hates us.
Sorry, James.
Carn no or Carn yes. Hashtag, yeah, that's good. That's
All I'm
real
gonna
good,
say
right?
is it's your fault for having a carny on the regular cast.
Oh, you know,
Apparently.
actually,
It
that's
had
a good,
to pop
that's
up
a
at
good
some
fucking point. I
I'm
never,
surprised no one's ever asked me about this.
I never thought about that.
What? You're surprised that no one asked you if you were a carnival person before this?
We have never talked about jobs.
Guys, look
ever.
at Lucas. He's about to throw up his beer.
Literally
Everyone stare at Lucas. He's about to throw up his beer.
drinking
Listen.
beer, and I actually shot it out my nose.
No, that shouldn't be on us to divulge from your past. I don't meet people and decide, hey, were you a fucking carny?
What was your first job?
I mean, look.
what
here's-
was your first job?
Like a summer
Kitty
camp
toy
counselor? Like
That's even
no-
worse.
What?
Bait and tackle shop in Conneaut Lake,
Of course.
Pennsylvania.
In bumfuck nowhere.
Look,
You were basically. Go ahead.
No, I was basically not.
all I'm gonna say is,
What are we
really, carnival is not a job.
It's definitely
That's
a
where
job.
people go to hide.
Car-
Not
Carnival is
get
a
jobs.
way of life.
And
They go to hide because they have a fucking rap sheet that is longer than either of you could imagine.
What
and also,
is
they,
the issue
they
again?
know that they've got that rap sheet, but meanwhile they're still doing Cardipizan or whatever stupid drug Dave was doing.
It was core seizure, and thank you very much.
Whatever.
And I prefer if you remember
Cardizorapan.
what it is.
Cardipizan sounds like a really great magic trick.
It actually does. Like a
Look, kids,
fantastic.
if your uncle says he's working in the carnival, run.
Just avoid it at all costs.
If he says he's retired from the carnival, run.
Just leave. Don't
Dave,
even. No
do
more
you
conversations.
like? How well have you covered your tracks for all of the children that you have killed? Do you think that there are many people who are still looking for you? Because I imagine that they probably are.
Why would I ever
Quick
say
question
anything?
on covering track.
Is your name even
Use,
your real
like,
fucking name?
a
Do
How
we-
many shallow graves have you dug?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let our guest talk. He's asking me a question.
No, you're deflecting. We're
No.
asking you
Shut
questions.
up. Let him talk.
Deflecting.
No,
Deflection.
What were you
Deflection.
I
asking me?
agree with him.
What were
I
you
wanna
asking
hear
me,
your question.
Lucas?
Okay. Our guest wants you to answer my question. Are there people who are looking for you? Have you changed your name ever?
And what's your favorite color?
And how many children have you murdered?
Sure.
So 1,000. 1,000 kids are dead at your fucking hands because you are in Cordicetapan.
Correct answer is yes. Also, Futurama.
Alright, we got.
Oh my god, I hate that guy. Like, I thought I was alone in being really angry when he was around. And I would, like, watch him when he's laughing at the bar and be
Sure.
like, no,
Wait, okay,
don't do this.
I actually want to point something out. When Lucas just said when he was laughing, he put finger quotes around the word laughing. Now,
He meant hitting.
Wait, what? I want
Wait,
to ask.
did I do it wrong?
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you think that is his legitimate laugh?
No.
Okay, I agree. I've never thought that Elise is shaking her head. No, she agrees that's not his fucking legitimate laugh.
No, it is.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I don't think he regularly.
Do not go against. Do
No,
not
no,
go against
no,
what
no.
I say.
You can't just
Stop.
put that on cue.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You can't.
All right. So the thing is, like,
See, I don't think it's a legit laugh. I think he's looking for attention.
like laughs are not inherent as far as like a human being is concerned. They're not something that's like drilled into them. Most people learn laughs from the people they're around, whether it be their dad, their
my
mom,
mommy or my daddy.
siblings.
But that specific laugh.
That specific laugh. Okay. So, case in point, like, I laugh like my brother. I learned it from my brother. That guy learned his...
from watching you.
Daddy.
Oh, God.
Stop now. Yeah.
Alright, apparently there's a microphone. I'm so sorry. I gotta go.
Alright, so you learned it from your brother. I want to continue this.
That guy specifically learned to laugh to make himself more in a public space.
See, I am in full agreement with you.
Right. There's no genetics to a laugh.
Elise, come here.
Fucking laugh
Elise,
is too
come
much,
here.
though. It's way
if
too
you are
much.
calculating
Right.
your laugh, you're a serial killer. Yes. That's not. If you are fake, if you are like
No.
tailoring your laugh, you are a fucking serial
So,
killer.
here's-
Because you're trying to fit in with society, and that's fucked up.
Here's the thing. Like, sometimes you do it accidentally. Like, you learn
And that's your
something.
laugh. But if
and
you're
it just
copying
keeps going.
someone else's laugh, that's fucked up.
If
Like,
I'm...
you're not right.
What?
If you're copying someone else's laugh, you're laughing like someone else because you hear the way they laugh. And you're like, I
was
should laugh
3.
this way.
Why are you so mean to me?
No, okay, so...
Dude, I don't like her.
Well, no, so...
I gotta go.
No, I get what you're saying. Where like you could be influenced from a young age to adapt that laugh. I don't think that's what you're saying, though.
Why
No,
are
that
you...
was literally
Stop growing to her!
saying.
Wait, so you don't? So you wait? You and
What
your,
the fuck did I just say?
So wait, you and your
Also, Futurama.
do you and your brothers and sisters have similar laughs or no?
What? Jesus Christ, stop it!
This is gonna be the best episode ever.
This is the most disastrous podcast that we've done so far. Does anyone have anything to say about this episode?
5 slurmies.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I really like
5
it too.
slurmies.
I'm giving it.
Before we give it slurmies, does anyone have anything to say before we wrap this up?
Hey, do you remember that Futurama theorem?
Do you remember that time that you sucked my balls?
No.
I appreciate the concept of a persistent idea outside of physical space.
What
Which
are
is
you
what
talking
the show
about?
pushed on, aka the ship of Theseus or your
We're coming
grandfather's
back
axe.
to something he mentioned earlier. That's what's his name?
I wasn't paying attention, or I was peeing at that point in time.
Yeah, you were. I think so.
This is why we're not better friends.
Mm.
Like, we're good friends, but
'Cause-
we could be better.
Well, we're too busy peeing.
Yeah, I gotta pee a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I gotta.
I mean, I'd like to spend more time with you,
but I
like,
gotta prioritize.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, we are at the end of this.
Wait, are we?
Disastrous.
Also, Futurama.
Yeah, no, Futurama. Just keep listening.
we're not going to talk about Futurama.
This is not gonna.
I can't stop just looking at Elise over James's shoulder and her just having like her mouth agape, her eyes wide, as if to say, "What is going on?"
That's the perfect fucking reaction to this whole scenario.
The most glorious train wreck in podcast history.
James, you have to post it. You have to.
All right, James, is there any like how did just like can you possibly tell us how the episode ends, and then we'll get into Slurpees? How does it end?
Episode ends with Bubblegum and Clyde
Oh, the
Tate.
Harlem Globetrotters. They
The
figured
Harlem
it out.
Globetrotters, they figure out the Futurama
That's
theory.
yeah. Okay.
And
Everybody gets their body back.
we got a slick montage for everyone to get their body back.
We did not talk about this episode.
You know what? We're not
I
going
am
to.
so sorry.
You
Oh.
don't apologize.
I'm out.
We're so far beyond Futurama at this point, it doesn't matter.
Hey, look, if Lucas wants to be a martyr, then let's just fucking murder him.
You
and
should
we'll...
be the fucking
Right?
murderer.
Right?
Yeah.
Get on the porch.
Look, all I'm saying is cabbage grows
If he
better
wants to be a
under
martyr,
blood.
then let's murder him, because that's what a martyr is, obviously.
Yeah, that's why I said do it outside.
Can you guys tell him after the... Are we good? Alright, good.
I'm not a good learner.
Okay, we got it.
Wait, did you guys sort this out?
No,
Alright,
they're gonna fix the problem after the episode.
okay, alright.
We
Fuck
are at
this.
the
Slurmies.
Alright, real quick, I'll go first. Alright, so this...
There was an episode!
There was an episode!
Oh my god.
I can't believe... Alright, I will
I'm
go
so sorry,
into my
strangers.
Slurmy as soon as I'm done saying this. Listeners, this is the drunkest
Do
I
not.
think.
Who cares?
No, I
Yes, you
fucking
did.
care. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy. It was fucking hilarious.
If anyone's still listening to this podcast, they'll probably like this.
Well, our Australian listeners, they love
Anybody that decided, like, hey, let's check out this Futurama podcast, and this is what they heard, they're going to be like, these are a bunch of fucking assholes.
it. They
don't know
should
what they're doing.
stick around.
And I would agree with them.
Anyways,
Well, they've
this-
certainly stopped listening by this point.
Well, that's true.
I mean, this was a great episode. It really was. Though we didn't talk about it in an extensive
We
amount of
really
way.
did not.
No, we did
Not
not
really.
at all. And even in the least.
You know, alright, side note, fuck your Slurmies. I was pushing for the idea like an hour ago, and it was like, hey, Ship of Theseus, let's, you know.
You tried to bring it to someplace.
But, like,
That just
I was-
raises further questions!
I was very confused.
No, I was paying attention, I was involved.
You were involved, and that's...
You guys were just like, let's look at.
Okay, we're not getting any more sober, so we need to wrap this up.
I give this 4.5.
Absolutely.
So 4.5 from me,
Wait, what's the
4.5
scale?
from James. It's 1 to 5, and you can do increments.
Well, I'm gonna give it, I'll give it a, no, 4 Slurmies.
Is it my turn?
Let our guest go first.
No. I want to hear what Suds has.
All right, Sads, what's yours?
Wait, what was yours and James's?
Mine was 4.5. James was, I don't know, 4 something.
I give it a 4. It's fine. It's good. I'm happy with it.
I give it a 4.66.
Okay.
4.66.
4.666.
Oh, yes. Praise. Wait. Thank you, the devil. Yeah. So I really do like this episode a lot, despite what our listeners might think. We didn't talk about it at all, but I actually think, well, like, it's not a detriment to the actual quality of the episode. It's a detriment to how drunk I was when I watched it. But
Liver.
I could
It's called your liver.
I could barely understand anything that was happening because there's so many mind switches. But if I had
That's
been
called being too drunk.
if I had been sober, I would have been
I'm
like,
saying this.
oh, this is like great sci-fi. Just good sci-fi. I love this episode. I love the Futurama theorem. 5.0.
I love the Futurama.
5.0.
love the future.
I already wrote your score down.
Oh, 4.66. Okay.
Yeah.
Lucas, you're up.
I'm going to give it a perfect score.
You're giving it perfect.
Ooh.
Top to bottom.
Now
perfect
that's not
score.
just because this episode was fantastic, was it?
No, it was a good episode. but the idea, and this is really what the episode. Oh my god!
As you make a
Flaming
shit
dwarf.
ton of noise behind us.
That's not loud at all.
Broken a fucking window in the back.
Well, I'm sorry, but no, Lucas, you sit there. No, Lucas,
Enjoy.
No.
Fucking bring it home. Just
Yeah, let's wrap. Okay, we're wrapping it up.
Fuck you, James.
But we do have a last segment after this.
Oh,
What's
what's our last segment?
Lucas, you're stealing James's.
it's his now.
No, James, you have to have some.
I didn't.
Because we have a new segment after we get
All
through
right.
this slingers.
So the deal is, I give it a 5 out of 5 because a lot of the Futurama episodes are like punchliney, or they fall back on ridiculous jokes. That episode was about feeling, and the whole thing sort of like kind of culminated in this idea that it didn't matter what body they were in, but they still loved each other.
Oh, I could see that with the
Like-
Fry and Leela part
Right.
of the episode. Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I know. You need to give me paper towels.
I don't have any.
Yes, you do.
No, I sold them.
Also, Dave has shit in his mustache.
Yonder.
So it's like fucking someone in the dark.
What the fuck, Jake? You know what? We have to end this.
Okay, but we have one more.
No, I mean, I kind of get that. Yeah.
Oh, gee.
Also,
So wait.
You don't know what is on
wait.
the other end,
all right,
but you
so
know that there's
people that
love.
are
You
not
loved it.
actually here, I made soup. James, do you not like my
All right, so we have
No.
one more. We have one
don't
more
like it?
segment.
No.
This is gonna be
No.
called
I'm sorry.
slurp or twerp. Let's all take a sip. Let's all take a sip of this soup that Lucas brought us.
Look,
A soup of the
I
syrup.
literally said, is spicy okay? And he was like, yeah, the more the better.
Are we fucking doing this?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Give it a taste. So wait, Lucas, why don't you tell us what kind of soup we're tasting right now?
It's cucumber, jalapeno, cilantro, and mint.
We should rate this as well.
Yeah, it's called slurp or twerp for a reason. If you like it, it's a slurp. If you dislike it, then you rate it a twerp.
What the fuck is twerp?
I don't know. I just came
Like,
up with it.
I literally, like, fuck you, all of you. I spent 4 hours making this shit.
Well, wait,
for you
don't-
last week.
No.
I was, like, drunk, like, whoa, spoons.
All right, that
They
explains a lot of
turn
it.
things. Cool.
Okay,
All right,
well,
well then I'll go first. Lucas, your soup is delicious. Thank you very much.
It's sarcasm.
Wait,
believe it.
No,
you
not
didn't.
at all.
Wait, but what rating are you giving it?
I'm
Slurp
gonna
or
give
twerp?
it a 4.5.
No,
slurp.
slurp or twerp.
Slurp.
On a scale
Okay,
of
good.
Slurp.
on a
It's a
scale
terrible
of
word.
on a scale of ricotta to soup,
No, slurp or twerp. James, do you give it a slurp
This
or a
guy's
twerp?
trying to make
yeah,
this
what
fucking
is
weird.
twerp?
Yeah.
It's a slurp if you want to slurp it. It's a twerp if you want to send it down to your little brother.
No,
and
it's a
force him to
twerp.
eat
It tastes like shoes.
I intentionally tried not to make it too spicy.
No, it
so.
tastes like Reeboks.
Wait, you
I
don't
don't
like
know.
it? Wait, are you giving it a? Are you giving it a
Oh my
hashtag
God.
twerp?
It's a
Oh my
twerp.
god! I gotta go rethink my life in the street.
You want to?
Okay, so James. Okay, so
It's not. Taste it.
So-
Come on.
so Dave is giving it a slurp. James has given it a hashtag twerp because James would rather give it to his little
Strong
brother
and
than
energy.
actually slurp it. So now I'm gonna give it a little slurp and see if I like it.
Oh my god.
He's like Reeboks.
It does taste like Reeboks.
You
What
know,
kind of Reeboks are you eating?
here's what I'm gonna say. I know the ingredients, and I don't always like cucumbers because I don't like gigantic pickles. But
Look,
James
if you're
does.
just gonna kick me in the balls, can you just do it? And
but
be
I
done
would
with
actually give it. I think I'd give it a slight slurp. Hashtag slurp. So 2-1 slurp to twerp. Good. Guess what, Lucas? You have given us a successful soup.
Alright. Well, remember that the
Lucas,
next time
don't
I
listen
spend
to these
4
assholes.
fucking hours cooking dinner for you absolute dickholes.
Welcome to the podcast.
I'll think about making cheeseburgers, assholes.
Lucas, is there anything that you want to plug or anything you want to make our listeners aware of?
I really love my mom and my sister and my brother. They're amazing people.
That's fair.
Do you care about that winery at all?
Winery?
Yeah, is that so you work up there sometimes with what's his name?
Winery.
I think you're confusing him now with someone else.
Oh my god.
I thought you.
What, I look like someone else?
I thought you did
No,
that too.
it's okay if I do.
No, I thought you did that.
I'm good with it.
Wait, what's that weird guy's name? Heather's husband?
Weird guys.
You are just digging this fucking ditch deeper.
Look, that
at
guy's
this point.
he's a weirdo and he's a fucking
Elise,
asshole.
Get this person under
And
control.
you look just like him.
Outstanding. Dave, where can people find
How
you?
much rum did you put in this fucking soup, bro?
No
As always, you can follow me on Instagram at DeadWolfSal.
Showl.
You know what? I hate you all. I'm gonna hug her so hard she can't breathe.
I like that she was instinctual.
Yeah,
by
yeah.
saying
It's like
showl.
you programmed her. I just why?
Well,
Why
it's-
do you need to
I was
ruin
gonna-
all
I was,
the
I
things
was
that are
going to
good?
say that I taught her well, but she is
No,
much
no,
better
all the
taught than I am.
things
She,
I like,
she just knows.
You
she,
have
she
to
just
destroy.
knows.
You're like, guess what? Dave likes Elise. I'm gonna break that. Yeah, man.
Showl.
Why don't you want your friends to like her?
That is a conversation for another time,
Well,
sir.
I guess we're,
No, we're doing this right now.
We're doing it fucking live.
I guess we're shutting this bad boy down right now.
Okay, everyone, you can follow me on Twitter at Gorilla Karate and on Instagram at Occasional Nudity.
Well, you're up there, Sudsickle.
Good night. I'm
Recording!
done. I don't care about anything.
I guess we're fucking done then.
Alright, thank you for listening. We will be back next week.
This has been a fucking disaster.
This has been a spectacular episode.
I hate all of you.
Love you!